Hi, I'm here at the Greenbelt Community Center with Natalia Buzuloukova.
Natalia Buzuloukova.
Right. We're interviewing her today about the situation in Ukraine. Now, Natalia lives here in Greenbelt. She lives here on Plateau Place. She's been in this country since 2007.
2007, right.
And she's a scientist. She works at the University of Maryland and is stationed at NASA Goddard, working on stuff that I have no idea what they do because it flies around up there. But I would like to talk to her a little bit about her family background and the situation with the family in Ukraine.
Thank you. Yeah, that's hard to talk about that, though. On February 24th, I woke up and I realized that Russia started an invasion to Ukraine. That was absolutely shocking for me. I've been born in Minsk, Belarus, and my mother is from Ukraine. My mother was born in a city called Pavlograd. That's just a site of Dnipropetrovsk, Dnipro now. And my father is from Russia. And I've been raised in Belarus, so my heart is with all of these countries, and the shocking news were absolutely, it was just not possible to believe that happened. And I started to call to my brother. He lives now in Kiev's suburbs, near a small city called Vyshgorod. It's just exactly to the north of major Kiev, and they found themselves under multiple attacks. And these first few days, that was absolute chaos, because Russian troops tried to encircle city capital the first few days, and that was horrible. I've been calling my niece. She's 13 years old, and she told me that she's been seeing a fight in the air. She's been seeing like some aircrafts were shot down by somebody. She didn't realize who was that, Russian, Ukrainian, no matter what. My brother was like shouting at me, saying, "Do you understand? They could fire a bomb on my window. Do you understand that? It's how can you stand that? How that's possible?" That was the first days. They were shocked. They were scared, of course. And the most scary thing for me was like my niece. She's 14 years old. She's been saying about that, like, "Oh, yeah, I've been seeing that. It's okay." Then we went to shelter. When child is talking about war as something that happens every day, it's just it's almost impossible to stand. And they're still there. They decided they're not going to move. They decided they will stay there because it was too dangerous to move the first days. And then now, okay, maybe a bit quiet. So they decided to stay. And yeah, and after I call them, I call to my mother, my father. They live in Minsk, and I'm trying to calm them, say, "Okay, everything is fine, we should be strong." And it's very difficult, of course. And my family is divided. Some members of my family live in Russia, and it seems like they support what's going on, and that's almost impossible to stand.
Are you able to talk to your family in Russia? Can you communicate with them, or are they out of touch? I know their news media is completely controlled, but is the...
I guess I can, but honestly, to say honestly, I'm a bit scared. Because the first days I thought, okay, if I will call them and I will find that they support this, that will drive me crazy. I will need to break up. I will need to remove all connections with them. And I decided, okay, maybe I will wait. Maybe they will think they change their opinion. I know my mother is communicated. She's communicating with her niece, and she's not accepting what my mother is saying. She's saying, no, it's not true. Our TV is saying us different things. No, you should not believe that. The Russians are trying to save Ukrainian people. And this is the most scary thing.
Mm-hmm. The lies.
Lies.
The lies, yes. And there's over 1 million people in Kiev right now, right?
Yeah. So originally, I guess, if you look at internet sources, it's saying that population of Great Kiev means Kiev plus suburbs is about 4 million people.
4 million people.
3.8, that was Wikipedia said. And now, I guess, about half is moved.
And there's already over 2 million refugees that are, some coming here. President Biden just mentioned we're going to take 100,000. And there's a couple of million, I think, in Poland or close to that?
I guess it's maybe even more. Current numbers, as I've checked recently, are about 10 million people from 44 million population country have been moved because of war, and about 3.5 million are refugees now. They moved from the country already. And yes, Poland accepted the most of refugees, and 2 million people. And when I'm thinking about that, I guess it's not fair for world not helping them, because it's millions of people, mostly children, elderly, and women. And if world will not help Europe, it could become just one of Putin's weapons, just to provoke huge humanitarian crisis over Europe, hoping that Europe say, oh no, it's enough, we can't stand it, we should stop supporting Ukraine, maybe Putin will not continue the war. I would say we should try to help refugees more. In US, 100,000 it's a big number, but Europe is accepting millions. And we should do something about that. I guess we could do better.
One of the things that we were speaking about yesterday was the possibility that Greenbelt could purchase and provide a few houses for refugee temporary assistance. What do you think about that?
Well, I guess that would be an excellent idea. Greenbelt is a lovely place, and for sure it could accept families, maybe this year from Ukraine, maybe next year from other country where refugees will be coming. I think that's a great idea, just to have some shelters that people in need could use that for a while their country are fighting or something wrong is going on with their countries. I think that's a great idea. We need to think how to push that forward.
Yes, and we should do anything we can. I think that in Greenbelt here we have a number of charities. Our Greenbelt government station is running a bulletin board of possible places that we can send money at least to help. There's a peace vigil every Sunday here at the town center, every Sunday from 2 to 3. We're going to run some fundraisers to help these refugees that so desperately need help. Natalia, I'd like to thank you for coming out here today. I know how difficult this is for you, and anything we can do to help, we should do. And that's why we're here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sure.